The man stayed outside with his ex-girlfriend for a whole week. When he got home he called for his wife to pour him water as usual, but he found a withered rose on the table. He impatiently threw the flower into the trash can. However, there was a wedding invitation in the trash can. After he took out the invitation he found a ring and a letter from his fiancé on the table. The curious man opened the envelope and finally learned that his fiancé who had loved him for 3 years had left him. Filled with anger he rushed into the room and called his fiancé's name, only to find that she had already taken all her things away. The man was very angry at the sight, because he couldn't believe his fiancé would leave him voluntarily. 3 days ago the man and his fiancé were about to hold their wedding, but the man had registered his marriage with his ex-girlfriend in advance. He explained that it was just a fake marriage with his ex-girlfriend, and said he would divorce immediately after helping his ex-girlfriend finish the lawsuit. But no matter how hard the girl tried to stop him, the man left home without hesitation. Recalling the sweet times she once had with her boyfriend, the girl finally decided to leave this man forever. The next day she threw the wedding invitation into the trash can and told her fiancé to cancel their wedding for the time being. Her fiancé agreed to the girl right away after hearing that, and said after dealing with the matters with his ex-girlfriend, he would hold a grand wedding for the girl as soon as possible. Soon the man brought his ex-girlfriend to live at home. He knew the girl was weak due to illness, but still forced her to cook for himself and his ex-girlfriend. The girl had no choice but to agree. But this was also the last dinner she cooked for her fiancé. Finally the girl knocked over the food on the floor because of dizziness. Her fiancé shouted at her angrily for not being able to do even this little thing. He even accused the girl of just cooking a meal for him and his ex-girlfriend. He left home with his ex-girlfriend angrily. When she saw her fiancé finally chose his ex-girlfriend, the girl immediately called the company to resign. She went to the company and went through all the resignation procedures. When she got home she looked at the photo of herself and her fiancé, and the wedding dress she had carefully chosen and was about to wear. Finally she took the wedding dress to the lake where they had their first date. Then she burned the photo of the two of them together with the wedding dress. The next day she packed all her belongings, and put the ring and the letter to her fiancé on the table. Looking at the bunch of withering roses beside her, the girl never thought their relationship would wither just like the roses. Finally she put the flower on the table and left forever. In the car she deleted all contact information of her fiancé. When the man returned home after staying with his ex-girlfriend, then the scene at the beginning of the video happened.